1 hour to improve your English listening skills.
英文加中文配音，每天1小时，增强你的英文听力。
Passport ready? Passport ready?
护照准备好了吗？
Passport ready? Passport ready? Yeah, right here with the customs form. Yeah, right here with the customs form.
有，在这里还有海关申报表。
Yeah, right here with the customs form. Yeah, right here with the customs form. Did you put the flight number on line 3? Did you put the flight number on line 3?
你把航班号写在第3栏了吗？
Did you put the flight number on line 3? Did you put the flight number on line 3? Yep, I copied it from the boarding pass. Yep, I copied it from the boarding pass.
有，我照登机证复写的。
Yep, I copied it from the boarding pass. Yep, I copied it from the boarding pass. What about the address for your first night? What about the address for your first night?
第1晚的住址呢？
What about the address for your first night? What about the address for your first night? I wrote the hotel in downtown Chicago. I wrote the hotel in downtown Chicago.
我填了芝加哥市中心的饭店。
I wrote the hotel in downtown Chicago. I wrote the hotel in downtown Chicago. Good, they always ask for that. Good, they always ask for that.
好，他们总会问这个。
Good, they always ask for that. Good, they always ask for that. Do I need to list my snacks? Do I need to list my snacks?
我需要列出零食吗？
Do I need to list my snacks? Do I need to list my snacks? If there's sealed candy, just mark no on food. If there's sealed candy, just mark no on food.
如果是封口糖果，就在食物那栏选否。
If there's sealed candy, just mark no on food. If there's sealed candy, just mark no on food. I'll tick no then. I'll tick no then.
那我就勾否。
I'll tick no then. I'll tick no then. Pen's running out of ink, can I borrow yours? Pen's running out of ink, can I borrow yours?
我的笔快没墨了，可以借你的一支吗？
Pen's running out of ink, can I borrow yours? Pen's running out of ink, can I borrow yours? Sure, here you go. Sure, here you go.
当然，给你。
Sure, here you go. Sure, here you go. Thanks, almost done. Thanks, almost done.
谢谢，快写完了。
Thanks, almost done. Thanks, almost done. Remember to sign at the bottom. Remember to sign at the bottom.
记得在底下签名。
Remember to sign at the bottom. Remember to sign at the bottom. All set, let's get in the immigration line. All set, let's get in the immigration line.
都搞定了， 我们去排入境队吧。
All set, let's get in the immigration line. All set, let's get in the immigration line. It looks long but moves quickly. It looks long but moves quickly.
看起来很长，但移动很快。
It looks long but moves quickly. It looks long but moves quickly. Do you have ESTA confirmation printed? Do you have ESTA confirmation printed?
你有列印 ESTA 确认书吗？
Do you have ESTA confirmation printed? Do you have ESTA confirmation printed? I saved the PDF on my phone. I saved the PDF on my phone.
我把 PDF 存在手机里。
I saved the PDF on my phone. I saved the PDF on my phone. They might still ask for a hard copy. They might still ask for a hard copy.
他们可能还是会要纸本。
They might still ask for a hard copy. They might still ask for a hard copy. I'll pull up the email just in case. I'll pull up the email just in case.
我先把电邮打开以防万一。
I'll pull up the email just in case. I'll pull up the email just in case. Officer waved us forward, papers ready. Officer waved us forward, papers ready.
官员叫我们上前，文件准备好了。
Officer waved us forward, papers ready. Officer waved us forward, papers ready. Morning, purpose of your trip? Morning, purpose of your trip?
早安，你此次旅行目的。
Morning, purpose of your trip? Morning, purpose of your trip? Tourism for 2 weeks. Tourism for 2 weeks.
观光2周。
Tourism for 2 weeks. Tourism for 2 weeks. Where will you be staying? Where will you be staying?
你将住在哪里？
Where will you be staying? Where will you be staying? The Lakeside Hotel downtown. The Lakeside Hotel downtown.
市中心的湖滨饭店。
The Lakeside Hotel downtown. The Lakeside Hotel downtown. Any agriculture items with you? Any agriculture items with you?
你身上有农产品吗？
Any agriculture items with you? Any agriculture items with you? Just sealed candy and chocolates. Just sealed candy and chocolates.
只有封口糖果和巧克力。
Just sealed candy and chocolates. Just sealed candy and chocolates. How much cash are you carrying? How much cash are you carrying?
你携带多少现金？
How much cash are you carrying? How much cash are you carrying? Under $10,000. Under $10,000.
少于1万美元。
Under $10,000. Under $10,000. Place 4 fingers on the scanner. Place 4 fingers on the scanner.
把4根手指放到扫描器上。
Place 4 fingers on the scanner. Place 4 fingers on the scanner. Right hand first, then the left. Right hand first, then the left.
先右手，再左手。
Right hand first, then the left. Right hand first, then the left. Look into the camera briefly. Look into the camera briefly.
眼睛朝镜头看一下。
Look into the camera briefly. Look into the camera briefly. Stamped, Welcome to the United States. Stamped, Welcome to the United States.
盖章完成，欢迎来到美国。
Stamped, Welcome to the United States. Stamped, Welcome to the United States. Thank you, have a nice day. Thank you, have a nice day.
谢谢，祝你一天愉快。
Thank you, have a nice day. Thank you, have a nice day. Baggage Carousel 5 is ours. Baggage Carousel 5 is ours.
行李转盘5号是我们的。
Baggage Carousel 5 is ours. Baggage Carousel 5 is ours. I see your suitcase coming around. I see your suitcase coming around.
我看到你的行李箱转过来了。
I see your suitcase coming around. I see your suitcase coming around. Grab it before it passes. Grab it before it passes.
在它转过去前，把它拿下来。
Grab it before it passes. Grab it before it passes. Got it, heavier than I remember. Got it, heavier than I remember.
拿到了，比我记得还重。
Got it, heavier than I remember. Got it, heavier than I remember. Customs exit splits into red and green. Customs exit splits into red and green.
通关出口分红线和绿线。
Customs exit splits into red and green. Customs exit splits into red and green. Green is nothing to declare, right? Green is nothing to declare, right?
绿线表示无申报，对吧？
Green is nothing to declare, right? Green is nothing to declare, right? Yeah, we're under the duty-free limit. Yeah, we're under the duty-free limit.
对，我们在免税额以下。
Yeah, we're under the duty-free limit. Yeah, we're under the duty-free limit. Officers waving people through quickly. Officers waving people through quickly.
官员在快速放人通过。
Officers waving people through quickly. Officers waving people through quickly. Keep the form visible in your hand. Keep the form visible in your hand.
把表格拿在手上让他看。
Keep the form visible in your hand. Keep the form visible in your hand. He just glanced at mine and nodded. He just glanced at mine and nodded.
他只瞄了我的表格就点头了。
He just glanced at mine and nodded. He just glanced at mine and nodded. Okay, we're past customs. Okay, we're past customs.
好，我们已经通过海关。
Okay, we're past customs. Okay, we're past customs. That was easier than I thought. That was easier than I thought.
比我想的还简单。
That was easier than I thought. That was easier than I thought. Need to recheck bags for the connection. Need to recheck bags for the connection.
需要重新托运行李转机。
Need to recheck bags for the connection. Need to recheck bags for the connection. Transfer desk is to the left. Transfer desk is to the left.
转机柜台在左边。
Transfer desk is to the left. Transfer desk is to the left. The belt for connecting flights is ahead. The belt for connecting flights is ahead.
转接行李的输送带在前面。
The belt for connecting flights is ahead. The belt for connecting flights is ahead. Toss the bag on and keep your boarding pass. Toss the bag on and keep your boarding pass.
把行李放上去，登机证留着。
Toss the bag on and keep your boarding pass. Toss the bag on and keep your boarding pass. Security again before the domestic leg. Security again before the domestic leg.
国内段前还要再安检一次。
Security again before the domestic leg. Security again before the domestic leg. Shoes off and laptops out? Shoes off and laptops out?
要脱鞋，拿出笔电嘛。
Shoes off and laptops out? Shoes off and laptops out? Same drill, nothing new. Same drill, nothing new.
一样的流程，没什么新鲜事。
Same drill, nothing new. Same drill, nothing new. Forgot my water bottle, tossing it now. Forgot my water bottle, tossing it now.
忘了水瓶，现在扔掉。
Forgot my water bottle, tossing it now. Forgot my water bottle, tossing it now. At least the line is shorter here. At least the line is shorter here.
至少这里队伍比较短。
At least the line is shorter here. At least the line is shorter here. Metal detector beeped, empty your pockets. Metal detector beeped, empty your pockets.
金属探测器响了，把口袋清空。
Metal detector beeped, empty your pockets. Metal detector beeped, empty your pockets. It was the belt buckle, sorry. It was the belt buckle, sorry.
是皮带扣的关系，不好意思。
It was the belt buckle, sorry. It was the belt buckle, sorry. You're clear, have a good flight. You're clear, have a good flight.
可以了，祝旅途愉快。
You're clear, have a good flight. You're clear, have a good flight. Finally through, coffee time. Finally through, coffee time.
终于通过了，该喝咖啡了。
Finally through, coffee time. Finally through, coffee time. Definitely, I'm running on fumes. Definitely, I'm running on fumes.
一定要，我快没精神了。
Definitely, I'm running on fumes. Definitely, I'm running on fumes. On the way back next month, process repeats. On the way back next month, process repeats.
下个月回程又要再来一次。
On the way back next month, process repeats. On the way back next month, process repeats. True, but we'll be pros by then. True, but we'll be pros by then.
没错，但到时我们就很熟练了。
True, but we'll be pros by then. True, but we'll be pros by then. Never hurts to keep spare pens handy. Never hurts to keep spare pens handy.
多带几支笔，随身没坏处。
Never hurts to keep spare pens handy. Never hurts to keep spare pens handy. Agreed, airport pens always disappear. Agreed, airport pens always disappear.
同意，机场的笔老是消失。
Agreed, airport pens always disappear. Agreed, airport pens always disappear. Did you download the mobile passport app? Did you download the mobile passport app?
你下载 Mobile Passport APP 了吗？
Did you download the mobile passport app? Did you download the mobile passport app? I heard it speeds things up. I heard it speeds things up.
听说可以加快流程。
I heard it speeds things up. I heard it speeds things up. It works at some terminals, worth a try. It works at some terminals, worth a try.
有些航站使用得了，值得试试。
It works at some terminals, worth a try. It works at some terminals, worth a try. Maybe on the return leg. Maybe on the return leg.
也许回程用看看。
Maybe on the return leg. Maybe on the return leg. For now paper works fine. For now paper works fine.
目前纸本就够用了。
For now paper works fine. For now paper works fine. Remember the question about farm visits? Remember the question about farm visits?
记得那题问我们有没有去过农场吗？
Remember the question about farm visits? Remember the question about farm visits? Right, they asked if we'd been on a farm. Right, they asked if we'd been on a farm.
对，他们问我们是否去过农场。
Right, they asked if we'd been on a farm. Right, they asked if we'd been on a farm. We said no because city trip only. We said no because city trip only.
我们说没有，因为只在城市玩。
We said no because city trip only. We said no because city trip only. Good, muddy shoes can cause delays. Good, muddy shoes can cause delays.
好，沾泥鞋子会拖延。
Good, muddy shoes can cause delays. Good, muddy shoes can cause delays. Speaking of shoes, mine untied. Speaking of shoes, mine untied.
说到鞋子，我的鞋带松了。
Speaking of shoes, mine untied. Speaking of shoes, mine untied. Tie them before we rush to the gate. Tie them before we rush to the gate.
在我们赶去登机门前，先绑好。
Tie them before we rush to the gate. Tie them before we rush to the gate. Boarding starts in 30 minutes. Boarding starts in 30 minutes.
登机还有30分钟开始。
Boarding starts in 30 minutes. Boarding starts in 30 minutes. Plenty of time after coffee. Plenty of time after coffee.
喝完咖啡还有很多时间。
Plenty of time after coffee. Plenty of time after coffee. You keep the stamped customs form? You keep the stamped customs form?
你把盖章的海关表留着吗？
You keep the stamped customs form? You keep the stamped customs form? They kept mine at the exit. They kept mine at the exit.
他们在出口收走我的。
They kept mine at the exit. They kept mine at the exit. I still have the tear-off slip. I still have the tear-off slip.
我还留住撕下的那张。
I still have the tear-off slip. I still have the tear-off slip. That's your departure record, don't lose it. That's your departure record, don't lose it.
那是你的离境存根，别弄丢。
That's your departure record, don't lose it. That's your departure record, don't lose it. I'll tuck it in my passport cover. I'll tuck it in my passport cover.
我会塞进护照套里。
I'll tuck it in my passport cover. I'll tuck it in my passport cover. Ever been sent to secondary screening? Ever been sent to secondary screening?
你被抽到2次安检过吗？
Ever been sent to secondary screening? Ever been sent to secondary screening? Once, they checked my backpack for spices. Once, they checked my backpack for spices.
有一次，他们检查我的背包找香料。
Once, they checked my backpack for spices. Once, they checked my backpack for spices. How long did it take? How long did it take?
花了多久？
How long did it take? How long did it take? Maybe 15 minutes, not terrible. Maybe 15 minutes, not terrible.
大概15分钟，还不算糟。
Maybe 15 minutes, not terrible. Maybe 15 minutes, not terrible. Hope we avoid that today. Hope we avoid that today.
希望今天别遇到。
Hope we avoid that today. Hope we avoid that today. Your suitcase has a TSA inspected note. Your suitcase has a TSA inspected note.
你的行李箱有 TSA 检查的通知。
Your suitcase has a TSA inspected note. Your suitcase has a TSA inspected note. They probably opened it during the layover. They probably opened it during the layover.
他们大概在转机时打开的。
They probably opened it during the layover. They probably opened it during the layover. At least they relocked it properly. At least they relocked it properly.
至少他们又锁好了。
At least they relocked it properly. At least they relocked it properly. Your carry-on fits under the seat. Your carry-on fits under the seat.
你的随身包放得进座椅下吗？
Your carry-on fits under the seat. Your carry-on fits under the seat. Barely, but it saves overhead space. Barely, but it saves overhead space.
勉强可以，但能省上方置物空间。
Barely, but it saves overhead space. Barely, but it saves overhead space. Gate agents announcing boarding groups. Gate agents announcing boarding groups.
登机口工作人员在宣布分组。
Gate agents announcing boarding groups. Gate agents announcing boarding groups. We're Group 4, still time. We're Group 4, still time.
我们是第4组，还有时间。
We're Group 4, still time. We're Group 4, still time. Double check you didn't leave liquids out. Double check you didn't leave liquids out.
再确认没有液体留在外面。
Double check you didn't leave liquids out. Double check you didn't leave liquids out. I moved toiletries to the checked bag earlier. I moved toiletries to the checked bag earlier.
我之前把盥洗用品放进托运行李了。
I moved toiletries to the checked bag earlier. I moved toiletries to the checked bag earlier. Smart, saves hassle at security. Smart, saves hassle at security.
聪明，省麻烦。
Smart, saves hassle at security. Smart, saves hassle at security. Do you keep copies of your passport? Do you keep copies of your passport?
你有备份护照副本吗？
Do you keep copies of your passport? Do you keep copies of your passport? Yeah, digital and paper backups. Yeah, digital and paper backups.
有，数位跟纸本都有。
Yeah, digital and paper backups. Yeah, digital and paper backups. Good habit for international travel. Good habit for international travel.
这是国际旅行的好习惯。
Good habit for international travel. Good habit for international travel. On the customs form, did you mark electronics? On the customs form, did you mark electronics?
在海关申报表上，你有标注电子产品吗？
On the customs form, did you mark electronics? On the customs form, did you mark electronics? Only if new and over $800. Only if new and over $800.
只有全新的而且超过$800的才算。
Only if new and over $800. Only if new and over $800. Mine's an old laptop, so no. Mine's an old laptop, so no.
我的只是旧笔电，所以没有。
Mine's an old laptop, so no. Mine's an old laptop, so no. Officer asked if I had gifts. Officer asked if I had gifts.
官员问我有没有礼物。
Officer asked if I had gifts. Officer asked if I had gifts. I declared 2 small souvenir mugs. I declared 2 small souvenir mugs.
我申报了2个小纪念碑。
I declared 2 small souvenir mugs. I declared 2 small souvenir mugs. Under the exemption, so no duty. Under the exemption, so no duty.
在免税额以下，所以不用缴税。
Under the exemption, so no duty. Under the exemption, so no duty. Have you ever used global entry? Have you ever used global entry?
你用过 Global Entry 吗？
Have you ever used global entry? Have you ever used global entry? Not yet, but considering it. Not yet, but considering it.
还没，但正在考虑。
Not yet, but considering it. Not yet, but considering it. The interview slots fill fast. The interview slots fill fast.
面谈名额很快就满。
The interview slots fill fast. The interview slots fill fast. Maybe schedule one after this trip. Maybe schedule one after this trip.
也许这趟旅程后就排一个。
Maybe schedule one after this trip. Maybe schedule one after this trip. Do you know the duty-free alcohol limit? Do you know the duty-free alcohol limit?
你知道免税酒精的限量吗？
Do you know the duty-free alcohol limit? Do you know the duty-free alcohol limit? 1 liter per person over 21. 1 liter per person over 21.
每位超过21岁的人可带1公升。
1 liter per person over 21. 1 liter per person over 21. Good thing we didn't buy wine abroad. Good thing we didn't buy wine abroad.
还好我们没在国外买葡萄酒。
Good thing we didn't buy wine abroad. Good thing we didn't buy wine abroad. Those bottles add weight too. Those bottles add weight too.
那些瓶子也会增加重量。
Those bottles add weight too. Those bottles add weight too. The sniffer dog walked past our bags. The sniffer dog walked past our bags.
嗅探犬从我们的包旁走过。
The sniffer dog walked past our bags. The sniffer dog walked past our bags. He didn't even pause, we're good. He didn't even pause, we're good.
他连停都没停，我们安全了。
He didn't even pause, we're good. He didn't even pause, we're good. I always get nervous around them. I always get nervous around them.
我每次看到他们都很紧张。
I always get nervous around them. I always get nervous around them. Same, even with nothing to hide. Same, even with nothing to hide.
同感，就算身上没东西一样。
Same, even with nothing to hide. Same, even with nothing to hide. At immigration, I saw someone with extra forms. At immigration, I saw someone with extra forms.
在移民处，我看到有人拿着多余的表格。
At immigration, I saw someone with extra forms. At immigration, I saw someone with extra forms. They must have filled theirs wrong and redid it. They must have filled theirs wrong and redid it.
他们一定是填错又重写。
They must have filled theirs wrong and redid it. They must have filled theirs wrong and redid it. I double-checked mine for typos. I double-checked mine for typos.
我把自己的表再检查一遍错字。
I double-checked mine for typos. I double-checked mine for typos. Spelling hotel name matters more than you think. Spelling hotel name matters more than you think.
饭店名字拼写比你想的还重要。
Spelling hotel name matters more than you think. Spelling hotel name matters more than you think. Officer once asked me to spell it aloud. Officer once asked me to spell it aloud.
官员有次要我把它拼出来。
Officer once asked me to spell it aloud. Officer once asked me to spell it aloud. Good memory test after a long flight. Good memory test after a long flight.
长途飞行后的好记忆测试。
Good memory test after a long flight. Good memory test after a long flight. The kiosk printed a receipt with my photo. The kiosk printed a receipt with my photo.
自助机印出带我照片的收据。
The kiosk printed a receipt with my photo. The kiosk printed a receipt with my photo. They scanned it and waved me through. They scanned it and waved me through.
他们扫一下就放我过了。
They scanned it and waved me through. They scanned it and waved me through. I like the kiosk better than talking. I like the kiosk better than talking.
我比较喜欢用机器胜过交谈。
I like the kiosk better than talking. I like the kiosk better than talking. But sometimes kiosks are down. But sometimes kiosks are down.
但有时自助机会故障。
But sometimes kiosks are down. But sometimes kiosks are down. Then the line backs up quickly. Then the line backs up quickly.
那时候队伍很快就回堵。
Then the line backs up quickly. Then the line backs up quickly. I heard they're adding facial recognition lanes. I heard they're adding facial recognition lanes.
听说他们要加设人脸辨识通道。
I heard they're adding facial recognition lanes. I heard they're adding facial recognition lanes. Technology moves fast in airports. Technology moves fast in airports.
机场科技进步很快。
Technology moves fast in airports. Technology moves fast in airports. Still need human officers for tricky cases. Still need human officers for tricky cases.
复杂状况还是需要人员。
Still need human officers for tricky cases. Still need human officers for tricky cases. Did you see someone get pulled aside? Did you see someone get pulled aside?
你有看到有人被带到旁边吗？
Did you see someone get pulled aside? Did you see someone get pulled aside? Yeah, extra baggage check, maybe fruit. Yeah, extra baggage check, maybe fruit.
有额外检查行李，可能是水果。
Yeah, extra baggage check, maybe fruit. Yeah, extra baggage check, maybe fruit. Fresh produce causes major delays. Fresh produce causes major delays.
新鲜农产品会造成大延误。
Fresh produce causes major delays. Fresh produce causes major delays. I always eat fruit before landing. I always eat fruit before landing.
我总是在降落前吃掉水果。
I always eat fruit before landing. I always eat fruit before landing. Airline even reminds passengers to discard. Airline even reminds passengers to discard.
航空公司甚至提醒乘客丢掉。
Airline even reminds passengers to discard. Airline even reminds passengers to discard. Good, reduces seizures at customs. Good, reduces seizures at customs.
很好，减少海关没收。
Good, reduces seizures at customs. Good, reduces seizures at customs. Connecting flight is at gate C12. Connecting flight is at gate C12.
转机航班在 C12 登机门。
Connecting flight is at gate C12. Connecting flight is at gate C12. That's a 10-minute walk. That's a 10-minute walk.
那要走10分钟。
That's a 10-minute walk. That's a 10-minute walk. Let's stretch our legs anyway. Let's stretch our legs anyway.
无论如何，我们伸展一下腿吧。
Let's stretch our legs anyway. Let's stretch our legs anyway. Immigration hall air felt stuffy. Immigration hall air felt stuffy.
移民大厅的空气感觉慢。
Immigration hall air felt stuffy. Immigration hall air felt stuffy. True, fresh air would be nice. True, fresh air would be nice.
的确，有新鲜空气会更好。
True, fresh air would be nice. True, fresh air would be nice. We can't step outside, though. We can't step outside, though.
但我们不能出去。
We can't step outside, though. We can't step outside, though. At least there's a quiet seating area. At least there's a quiet seating area.
至少那边有个安静的座位区。
At least there's a quiet seating area. At least there's a quiet seating area. I'll charge my phone there. I'll charge my phone there.
我去那里给手机充电。
I'll charge my phone there. I'll charge my phone there. Don't forget the adapter. Don't forget the adapter.
别忘了转接头。
Don't forget the adapter. Don't forget the adapter. Thankfully USB works everywhere. Thankfully USB works everywhere.
幸好 USB 到处都用得到。
Thankfully USB works everywhere. Thankfully USB works everywhere. Boarding group's been called, let's move. Boarding group's been called, let's move.
已经叫到我们的登机组别了，走吧。
Boarding group's been called, let's move. Boarding group's been called, let's move. Show passport and boarding pass together. Show passport and boarding pass together.
护照和登机证一起给他看。
Show passport and boarding pass together. Show passport and boarding pass together. Gate agent smiles, we're good. Gate agent smiles, we're good.
登机口人员微笑，我们 OK 了。
Gate agent smiles, we're good. Gate agent smiles, we're good. Window seat secured, nice view. Window seat secured, nice view.
窗边座位到手，景色不错。
Window seat secured, nice view. Window seat secured, nice view. I'm taking the aisle for quick exit. I'm taking the aisle for quick exit.
我坐走道，方便快下机。
I'm taking the aisle for quick exit. I'm taking the aisle for quick exit. Works for both of us. Works for both of us.
对我们两个都合适。
Works for both of us. Works for both of us. Flight attendant reminding us of customs rules. Flight attendant reminding us of customs rules.
空服员提醒我们海关规定。
Flight attendant reminding us of customs rules. Flight attendant reminding us of customs rules. Even on the plane they drill it in. Even on the plane they drill it in.
甚至在机上，他们也一直强调。
Even on the plane they drill it in. Even on the plane they drill it in. Better than forgetting and paying a fine. Better than forgetting and paying a fine.
总比忘了，然后被罚钱好。
Better than forgetting and paying a fine. Better than forgetting and paying a fine. Seatbelt signs off, stretching time. Seatbelt signs off, stretching time.
安全带灯熄了，可以伸展。
Seatbelt signs off, stretching time. Seatbelt signs off, stretching time. Immigration lines in Chicago can be long. Immigration lines in Chicago can be long.
芝加哥的移民排队常常很长。
Immigration lines in Chicago can be long. Immigration lines in Chicago can be long. We beat the rush by sitting up front. We beat the rush by sitting up front.
我们坐前排抢先人潮。
We beat the rush by sitting up front. We beat the rush by sitting up front. When landing cards were paper only, it was messy. When landing cards were paper only, it was messy.
以前只有纸本落地卡时超混乱。
When landing cards were paper only, it was messy. When landing cards were paper only, it was messy. Now many airlines hand them out digitally. Now many airlines hand them out digitally.
现在很多航空改成数位发放。
Now many airlines hand them out digitally. Now many airlines hand them out digitally. Saves trees and ink smudges. Saves trees and ink smudges.
省纸也不会墨水糊掉。
Saves trees and ink smudges. Saves trees and ink smudges. Still, keep a pen in your pocket. Still, keep a pen in your pocket.
不过还是把笔放口袋。
Still, keep a pen in your pocket. Still, keep a pen in your pocket. You never know when tech fails. You never know when tech fails.
谁知道科技什么时候会失灵？
You never know when tech fails. You never know when tech fails. Overheard someone didn't know hotel zip code. Overheard someone didn't know hotel zip code.
听到有人不知道饭店邮递区号。
Overheard someone didn't know hotel zip code. Overheard someone didn't know hotel zip code. Always screenshot your reservation details. Always screenshot your reservation details.
永远截图订房资料。
Always screenshot your reservation details. Always screenshot your reservation details. Good travel tip, noted. Good travel tip, noted.
好旅游建议，记下来了。
Good travel tip, noted. Good travel tip, noted. If customs asks about itinerary changes? If customs asks about itinerary changes?
如果海关问行程变动，
If customs asks about itinerary changes? If customs asks about itinerary changes? Show the updated flight confirmation. Show the updated flight confirmation.
就给他看更新的航班确认。
Show the updated flight confirmation. Show the updated flight confirmation. Honesty speeds everything up. Honesty speeds everything up.
诚实能加快一切。
Honesty speeds everything up. Honesty speeds everything up. Agreed, no point risking penalties. Agreed, no point risking penalties.
同意，没必要冒罚款风险。
Agreed, no point risking penalties. Agreed, no point risking penalties. Do you keep all your receipts? Do you keep all your receipts?
你会保留所有收据吗？
Do you keep all your receipts? Do you keep all your receipts? At least until I clear customs. At least until I clear customs.
至少会留到我过完海关。
At least until I clear customs. At least until I clear customs. Helps if they question high-value items. Helps if they question high-value items.
如果他们问高价物品，就派上用场。
Helps if they question high-value items. Helps if they question high-value items. Last trip they asked about my new camera. Last trip they asked about my new camera.
上次他们问我新相机的事。
Last trip they asked about my new camera. Last trip they asked about my new camera. I showed the old purchase date, no duty. I showed the old purchase date, no duty.
我拿旧的购买日期出示，就免税。
I showed the old purchase date, no duty. I showed the old purchase date, no duty. Clever, documentation saves money. Clever, documentation saves money.
聪明，文件能省钱。
Clever, documentation saves money. Clever, documentation saves money. Approaching final descent, seat upright. Approaching final descent, seat upright.
快要下降前，座椅立起。
Approaching final descent, seat upright. Approaching final descent, seat upright. Butterflies every time before immigration. Butterflies every time before immigration.
每次入境前，我都有点小紧张。
Butterflies every time before immigration. Butterflies every time before immigration. Just smile and answer clearly. Just smile and answer clearly.
只要微笑并清楚回答。
Just smile and answer clearly. Just smile and answer clearly. And don't joke about contraband. And don't joke about contraband.
还有，别拿违禁品开玩笑。
And don't joke about contraband. And don't joke about contraband. Yeah, officers have zero humor on that. Yeah, officers have zero humor on that.
对，官员对那个完全没有幽默感。
Yeah, officers have zero humor on that. Yeah, officers have zero humor on that. Cabin crew collecting trash, hand over wrappers. Cabin crew collecting trash, hand over wrappers.
机组收垃圾，把包装递上。
Cabin crew collecting trash, hand over wrappers. Cabin crew collecting trash, hand over wrappers. Keeps bags lighter before inspection. Keeps bags lighter before inspection.
过检前包包更轻。
Keeps bags lighter before inspection. Keeps bags lighter before inspection. Wheels down, welcome back announcement. Wheels down, welcome back announcement.
落地了，广播说欢迎回来。
Wheels down, welcome back announcement. Wheels down, welcome back announcement. Phone switches to local network. Phone switches to local network.
手机切换到当地网络。
Phone switches to local network. Phone switches to local network. Texting family that we landed. Texting family that we landed.
传讯跟家人说我们到了。
Texting family that we landed. Texting family that we landed. Immigration hall sign says all passports. Immigration hall sign says all passports.
移民大厅标示写着所有护照。
Immigration hall sign says all passports. Immigration hall sign says all passports. Follow the arrows, simple enough. Follow the arrows, simple enough.
跟着箭头走就好。
Follow the arrows, simple enough. Follow the arrows, simple enough. Automated kiosks look busy but fast. Automated kiosks look busy but fast.
自助机看起来忙，但速度快。
Automated kiosks look busy but fast. Automated kiosks look busy but fast. Choose the shortest row, obviously. Choose the shortest row, obviously.
当然，选最短那排。
Choose the shortest row, obviously. Choose the shortest row, obviously. Don't forget to remove your hat for photo. Don't forget to remove your hat for photo.
拍照前别忘了把帽子拿掉。
Don't forget to remove your hat for photo. Don't forget to remove your hat for photo. Flash blinded me last time. Flash blinded me last time.
上次闪光灯把我亮瞎。
Flash blinded me last time. Flash blinded me last time. This camera seemed gentler. This camera seemed gentler.
这台相机温和多了。
This camera seemed gentler. This camera seemed gentler. Receipt printed, arrow pointing right. Receipt printed, arrow pointing right.
收据印好，箭头指向右边。
Receipt printed, arrow pointing right. Receipt printed, arrow pointing right. Officer collected it without a word. Officer collected it without a word.
官员一句话不说就收走了。
Officer collected it without a word. Officer collected it without a word. Suitcase arrived quickly, lucky day. Suitcase arrived quickly, lucky day.
行李箱很快就到了，今天运气好。
Suitcase arrived quickly, lucky day. Suitcase arrived quickly, lucky day. Final customs door ahead, almost free. Final customs door ahead, almost free.
最后的海关门就在前面，快自由了。
Final customs door ahead, almost free. Final customs door ahead, almost free. Welcome to the States, let the vacation begin. Welcome to the States, let the vacation begin.
欢迎来到美国，假期正式开始。
Welcome to the States, let the vacation begin. Welcome to the States, let the vacation begin.
今天的影片就到这里结束。如果你喜欢这种英文练习方式的话，可以考虑订阅我们的频道，然后在底下按赞并分享出去。 有什么建议也可以在留言区告诉我们，让我们产出更符合你所期望的影片。我们下次再见，拜拜。